think like a winner is to see beyond the barriers, beyond the doubters, beyond the chains that try to hold you down. It is to stretch your mind towards something greater, to dare to believe when the world says it cannot be done. Winners do not rise because the road is smooth. They rise because they refuse to fall. They do not stop when they are tired. They stop when they have arrived. And once they taste the sweet air of victory, they become unstoppable. The mind is the battlefield where all great victories are first won. A mind filled with fear will shrink in the face of struggle, but a mind shaped by purpose will carve a path where there was once nothing. If you train your mind to see possibilities instead of obstacles, to hear the voice of power instead of doubt, to stand tall instead of crumble, then you have already won half the battle. And once you think like a winner, there is no force strong enough to hold you back. There is a moment, silence, invisible but powerful, when a person makes a decision that changes everything. It happens deep within, where no eyes can see, where no hands can touch. It is the moment when one refuses to be ordinary, refuses to be overlooked, refuses to be told what is possible. It is the moment a winner is born. A winner is not made in the sunlight of success, but in the storm of struggle. A winner is not shaped by ease, but by resistance, for it is resistance that makes the muscle strong, and it is struggle that makes the spirit unshakable. You see, the world does not hand out crowns to those who wait for permission. It does not roll out the carpet for those who whisper their dreams in secret. No, it bows to those who have trained their minds to see the throne even when they are still walking through the dust. There will be voices, loud, persistent, familiar, telling you what you cannot do. Some of those voices will come from the world and some will come from within. They will say you are not enough, that the road is too hard, that your time has passed. But a winner knows that the mind truly there. A winner does not wait for the world to confirm their worth. They declare it before anyone else can. They walk into the room like they belong, not because the world has told them so, but because their mind has already made it true. A winner moves differently. They do not shrink to make others comfortable. They do not wait for applause to confirm their brilliance. They walk with the certainty of those who have already seen the victory in their minds. And because they have seen it, they do not waver when the storm comes. When the winds rise, they do not crumble. They anchor themselves in the belief that they were built to withstand it all. Some may wonder, what makes a winner unstoppable? Is it talent? No, for talent alone is wasted in the hands of those who do not believe in themselves. Is it luck? No, for luck will only open the door. It will not keep you in the room. It is the mind, the unshakable belief that no matter what comes, no matter who leaves, no matter what mountain rises in the way, the victory has already been won in the spirit before it is ever seen with the eye. When the body grows weary, it is the mind that tells it to keep moving. When the heart is heavy, it is the mind that whispers, we are not done yet. And when the world says no, it is the mind that finds another way. A winner understands that the body can be trained, the skills can be learned, but without the mind of a champion, all of it will crumble under pressure. You must train your mind like an athlete trains for the race. You must wake up each day with a declaration that no obstacle will break you, no failure will define you, no rejection will make you question your place in this world. You must teach your mind to see rejection as redirection, to see failure as the lesson that leads to triumph. For those who think like winners do not waste time mourning closed doors. They build their own. And let me tell you something. A winner does not wait for the perfect conditions to begin. They do not wait for the sun to shine, for the road to be clear, for the fear to disappear. They start in the middle of the uncertainty, in the middle of the doubt, in the middle of the storm, because they understand that the conditions, you see, there are two types of people in this world, those who wait for life to happen to them and those who make life happen, those who watch from the sidelines and those who step onto the field, those who dream in silence, and those who declare their victory before they even begin. Which one will you be? Do not wait for permission to think like a winner. Do not wait for a sign. The sign is already in your spirit. The sign is already in the fire that refuses to be extinguished, in the dream that refuses to die, in the hunger that refuses to be satisfied with mediocrity. And when you begin to think like a winner, the world will notice. They will see it in your walk, in your speech, in the way you carry yourself through every challenge. They will wonder what makes you different, why you rise when others fall, why you keep going when others quit. And you will know the secret. You will know that long before the world saw the victory, you had already claimed it in your mind. And once you think like a winner, nothing, no force, no failure, no fear can stop you. A winner understands that the path to greatness is not paved with ease and comfort, but with trials that test the very foundation of their resolve. The road will not always be straight. It will twist, turn, and at times seem to disappear altogether. There will be days when the weight of your dreams feels unbearable, when the silence of progress threatens to steal your hope. But a winner does not measure success by how quickly they arrive. They measure it by how relentlessly they continue. They do not ask, how much longer must I endure? They say, I will endure until I arrive. The mind of a winner is not swayed by temporary setbacks. They do not allow the whispers of defeat to take root in their spirit. The world may try to convince them that they are not ready, not worthy, not capable, but they understand that external voices hold no power over a mind that has been trained for victory. A winner does not look at failure as the end of the road, but as a lesson that sharpens their skill, strengthens their character, and brings them one step closer to their destiny. They do not retreat when the climb becomes steep. They dig their heels deeper into the ground and push forward with the unshakable belief that what lies ahead is greater than what they leave behind. Many believe that winning is about talent, but talent without discipline is a candle in the wind, flickering, inconsistent, unreliable. A winner does not rely on natural ability alone. They cultivate it, sharpen it, push it to new limits. They do not become complacent with small victories, for they know that the greatest enemy of future success is the comfort of past achievements. They do not settle for being good when greatness is within their reach. And greatness is never handed freely. It is earned in the moments when no one is watching, in the choices made when the applause has faded, in the discipline that separates those who wish from those who will. There will be moments when the struggle seems endless, when exhaustion whispers for you to slow down, when doubt creeps into your mind like a shadow stretching across the walls of your soul. But a winner understands that the breaking point is often the birthing place of success. The moments when quitting seems easiest are often the moments right before the breakthrough. When the weight feels unbearable, when the opposition seems insurmountable, that is when the mind must take control and declare, I am not finished yet. Winners do not wait for the conditions to be perfect before they move. They do not wait for the fear to subside, for the road to be smooth, for the doubts to disappear. They move in the midst of uncertainty, in the presence of fear, in the face of opposition. They understand that fear will always exist, but they do not give it authority. They take action in spite of it, knowing that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward regardless. A winner knows that success is not an accident. It is not a product of luck, nor is it handed out to the deserving. It is claimed by those who refuse to be denied, those who wake up before the sun rises to chase their dreams, those who sacrifice comfort for purpose, those who choose discipline over indulgence, perseverance over convenience. The world does not remember those who almost tried, who almost committed, who almost fit. It remembers those who pressed on, who stood firm, who refused to bow to circumstance. The mind of a winner is focused. It is not scattered by distractions, not swayed by the opinions of those who do not understand the vision. They do not seek validation from those who have never dared to chase something greater. They do not waste time explaining their dreams to people who have never had the courage to pursue their own. A winner walks in purpose, knowing that the path is not meant to be understood by everyone. They are willing to walk alone if necessary because they know that destiny does not wait for the approval of others. And when they fall, as all must fall at some point, they do not remain on the ground. A winner does not let failure become their identity. They rise, they learn, they adjust, and they continue. They do not mourn over lost opportunities, for they know that new doors will open to those who keep moving forward. They do not dwell on past mistakes, for they understand that wisdom is born from experience. A winner does not see setbacks as an end, but as a beginning of something greater. There are those who dream and there are those who do. There are those who wish and there are those who act. A winner is not content with imagining success. They are committed to creating it. They do not spend their time talking about what they will do. They show the world through their actions. They do not wait for the perfect moment to begin because they understand that the perfect moment is the one they choose to take action. And when the world tells them that they have reached their limit, when it insists that they should settle, that they have climbed high enough, they look up and see more mountains to conquer. A winner is never satisfied with staying where they are. They are always reaching, always growing, always becoming more. They understand that there is no final destination, only a continuous journey of expansion, evolution, and excellence. A winner understands that their mind is their greatest weapon. It can build or destroy, strengthen or weaken, propel or hinder. They guard it fiercely, feeding it with thoughts that empower rather than thoughts that diminish. They understand that the words they speak to themselves carry power, and so they choose words that align with victory. They do not speak defeat over their lives. They do not allow negativity to take residence in their minds. They choose thoughts that uplift, that push, that ignite the fire within. A winner walks with a presence that demands attention, not because they seek it, but because their energy radiates confidence. They do not move timidly through life, apologizing for their ambition, minimizing their dreams to make others comfortable. They stand tall, unapologetic about who they are, bold in their pursuit of greatness. And because they carry themselves as if they have already won, the world responds in kind. There are those who wait for the world to believe in them, and there are those who believe in themselves first. A winner does not seek permission to be great. They declare it. They do not ask for validation before stepping into their purpose. They walk with the knowing that their presence alone is enough. They do not question whether they belong in the room. They enter as though they were born for it. When the storms come, as they always do, when the road is harder than expected, when the dream seems distant and the struggle overwhelming, a winner does not question their path. They understand that every great triumph is preceded by great difficulty. They know that every champion was once an underdog. Every success story was once filled with uncertainty. They do not panic in the face of struggle. They anchor themselves in the truth that they were built for this. And when they look in the mirror, they do not see someone waiting for a breakthrough. They see someone who is already victorious. They do not see someone hoping to win someday. They see someone who has already claimed victory in their mind. And because they believe it, because they think like a winner, they become unstoppable. A winner understands that every battle is won first in the mind before it is ever won in reality. They do not wait for the evidence of success to believe. They believe first, and then the evidence follows. The world may try to convince them that they are dreaming too big, reaching too high, expecting too much. But a winner does not shrink to fit into the smallness of others' expectations. They do not lower their vision to make others comfortable. They refuse to dim their light because others fear being blinded by its brilliance. They walk boldly, unapologetically, with the certainty that they were made for more. There is a fire that burns within those who think like winners, a fire that refuses to be extinguished by failure, by rejection, by obstacles. This fire is not fueled by external validation, but by an internal knowing that they are destined for greatness. They do not need permission to rise. They do not wait for someone else to say they are worthy, ready, or deserving. They declare it for themselves. And once that declaration is made, there is nothing that can stop them. The world is filled with people who started but never finished, who dreamed but never acted, who spoke of greatness but never lived it. A winner refuses to be counted among them. They do not let procrastination steal their purpose. They do not let distractions pull them away from their destiny. They do not waste time wishing for a different life. They create the life they desire. They are not waiting for opportunity to knock. They build the door and walk through it. A winner does not waste time making excuses. They do not allow circumstances to dictate their potential. They do not blame their past, their surroundings, or their limitations. They understand that every great person in history had reasons to quit, reasons to settle, reasons to give up. But they also had a choice, and a winner always chooses to rise above. They do not fear failure because they know failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it. Every misstep, every setback, every challenge is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. They do not allow temporary defeats to become permanent conclusions. When they fall, they rise. When they lose, they learn. When they are doubted, they grow stronger. And with each step forward, they become more unstoppable than before. A winner does not let fear hold them hostage. They do not allow anxiety to paralyze them, to keep them from stepping into the fullness of who they are meant to be. They do not let insecurity whisper lies into their ears, telling them they are not good enough, not talented enough, not capable enough. They recognize fear for what it is, an illusion designed to keep them small, and so they move forward anyway. They take action, they take risks, they step outside of their comfort zone because they understand that everything they desire, everything they dream of, everything they are meant to be lies on the other side of fear. A winner does not allow negativity to take root in their mind. They do not entertain thoughts of doubt, thoughts of weakness, thoughts of defeat. They guard their mind fiercely, feeding it only with strength, with confidence, with faith. They know that what they think they become. And so they choose thoughts that align with victory, with greatness, with unstoppable momentum. The road to success is long, filled with twists and turns, highs and lows. But a winner does not concern themselves with the distance ahead. They do not become overwhelmed by how much further they have to go. They focus only on the next step, the next action, the next move. And with each step forward, they gain momentum, strength, and power. They understand that consistency is the key, that persistence is the secret, that unwavering commitment is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. And a winner does not measure their progress by comparing themselves to others. They do not envy another person's journey, nor do they become discouraged by someone else's success. They understand that their path is unique, that their timing is different, that their destiny is their own. They celebrate others without diminishing themselves. They find inspiration in those who have gone before them, not jealousy. And they use that inspiration to push themselves even further, to demand even more from themselves, to strive even harder for what they know they are capable of achieving. A winner does not allow setbacks to shake their confidence. They do not let rejection steal their belief. They do not allow difficulties to weaken their resolve. When the storm comes, and it always does, they stand firm. When the road gets tough, and it always does, they keep moving. When the weight of the journey becomes heavy, they carry it with strength because they know that nothing worth having comes easily, and they are willing to fight for it, to sacrifice for it, to endure for it. A winner understands that they are the architect of their own life. They do not wait for circumstances to change. They create change. They do not wait for luck to favor them. They make their own luck. They do not wait for someone else to open doors for them. They build their own doors. They take full ownership of their destiny, refusing to let anything outside of themselves dictate their future. They do not waste time complaining about what they lack. They do not sit around wishing for a better hand to be dealt to them. They take what they have, no matter how small, no matter how imperfect, and they make the most of it. They maximize their potential, stretch their limits, push themselves beyond what they thought possible, because they know the success is not about what you start with, but about what you do with what you have. A winner does not let their past define them. They do not dwell on old mistakes, past failures, or missed opportunities. They do not carry the weight of yesterday into today. They let go of what no longer serves them. They release the burdens of regret, of guilt, of shame. They walk forward with a clean slate, with a fresh mind, with an unshakable belief that the best is yet to come. A winner surrounds themselves with people who lift them higher. They do not entertain negativity, gossip, or toxic energy. They do not allow themselves to be pulled down by those who do not share their vision. They seek out those who challenge them, inspire them, push them to be better. They understand that environment shapes success, and so they choose wisely who they allow into their space. They do not waste energy proving themselves to those who do not believe in them. They do not argue with those who doubt them, nor do they seek approval from those who will never understand their journey. They keep their focus on their mission, their vision, their purpose. They understand that success is the greatest response, that results speak louder than words, that their actions will silence every doubt, every critic, every naysayer. A winner stays hungry. They do not settle. They do not get comfortable. They do not rest on past achievements. They are always growing, always evolving, always pushing themselves to new heights. They do not see success as a destination, but as a journey, and they are committed to that journey. No matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets, no matter what stands in their way. They wake up each morning with purpose, with intention, with fire in their soul. They refuse to let a single day go to waste. They refuse to let distractions steal their focus. They refuse to let small thinking limit their potential. They move with clarity, with direction, with unstoppable momentum, and because they think like a winner, they become unstoppable. A winner does not merely survive, they thrive. They do not wake up each day hoping for things to go right. They wake up and decide that no matter what happens, they will make it right. They do not surrender to circumstances, do not yield to hardships, do not falter in the face of trials. They are not shaped by what happens to them, but by how they respond to it. They understand that every challenge, every setback, every struggle is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. They refuse to waste pain. They refuse to let adversity break them. They transform every difficulty into fuel, every obstacle into a stepping stone, every hardship into a lesson. They do not live their lives waiting for a lucky break. They do not hope that one day out of nowhere success will land in their lap. They do not believe in miracles without movement, in results without work, in rewards without sacrifice. They put in the hours, the effort, the sweat. They give more than what is required, push beyond what is expected, demand from themselves what others would not dare to. They do not settle for average. They do not accept mediocrity. They refuse to live beneath their potential. A winner understands that discipline is the foundation of all greatness. They do not wait for motivation because they know motivation is fleeting. They do not rely on inspiration because they know inspiration comes and goes. They rely on commitment, on consistency, on doing what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. They do not negotiate with excuses. Do not entertain procrastination. Do not give in to temporary comfort at the expense of long-term success. They train themselves to be relentless, to be unstoppable, to be the kind of person who keeps going when others have long given up. A winner does not allow the fear of failure to stop them from trying. They do not wait for the perfect conditions before they take action. They do not need guarantees before they move. They understand that every great success story began with uncertainty, that every leader, every innovator, every champion had moments of doubt, moments of fear, moments when quitting seemed easier than continuing. But they pushed through. They took the risk. They stepped out in faith because they knew that fear is nothing more than an illusion designed to keep them small. A winner does not allow distractions to steal their focus. They do not waste time on things that do not serve their purpose. They do not let meaningless opinions, mindless entertainment, or temporary pleasures pull them away from their vision. They are laser focused. They guard their time, protect their energy, and choose wisely where they place their attention. They know that every moment spent on the unimportant is a moment stolen from their destiny. A winner does not live in the past. They do not dwell on old mistakes, past failures, or missed opportunities. They do not let yesterday's regrets rob them of today's possibilities. They release, they reset, they move forward. They understand that no matter what happened before, they still have the power to shape what comes next. They refuse to carry the weight of old disappointments, old heartbreaks, old burdens. They travel light, unburdened, free. They do not measure their progress by the speed of others. They do not compare their journey to someone else's highlight reel. They do not become discouraged when they see others succeeding before them. They trust their own timing, stay in their own lane, remain focused on their own mission. They know that comparison is a thief, that jealousy is a distraction, that envy is a poison. Instead of looking around, they look ahead. Instead of competing with others, they compete with the person they were yesterday. A winner surrounds themselves with those who elevate them. They do not entertain gossip, negativity, or toxic energy. They do not allow themselves to be pulled down by people who do not share their vision. They choose their circle wisely, understanding that who they spend time with determines the direction of their life. They seek mentors, seek inspiration, seek those who challenge them to be better, to think bigger, to push further. They refuse to settle for friendships that keep them stagnant, relationships that drain their energy, environments that suffocate their potential. A winner does not waste time trying to prove themselves to those who doubt them. They do not argue with those who do not believe in them. They do not seek validation from those who will never understand their vision. They let their results speak for themselves. They let their success silence every critic, every naysayer, every doubter. They move in silence, work in the shadows, build in the unseen. And when the time is right, they emerge, not with explanations, not with justifications, but with undeniable proof of what they were always capable of. A winner is not swayed by temporary emotions. They do not let frustration make them quit. They do not let discouragement slow them down. They do not let temporary setbacks make them question their purpose. They understand that feelings are fleeting, but commitment is lasting. They do what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. They show up every day, put in the work every day, push forward every day, because they know that success is not built in bursts of inspiration, but in the discipline of daily action. A winner does not take shortcuts. They do not look for the easy way out. They do not try to cheat the process. They understand that anything worth having is worth working for, that success is not given, it is earned, that greatness is not handed out, it is claimed. They do not fear hard work, do not resent long nights, do not shy away from the struggle. They embrace it because they know that on the other side of effort is victory. On the other side of sacrifice is reward. On the other side of discipline is freedom. They do not complain about the process. They do not resent the grind. They do not resist the struggle. They lean into it knowing that it is shaping them, strengthening them, preparing them for the greatness ahead. They do not ask for an easier road. They ask for stronger legs. They do not wish for fewer problems. They develop the mindset to solve them. They do not hope for less resistance. They become the kind of person who can push through it. A winner takes full responsibility for their life. They do not blame others for where they are. They do not make excuses for why they have not yet achieved what they desire. They own their choices, their actions, their results. They understand that they are not victims of circumstance, but creators of destiny. They do not wait for life to hand them what they want. They go out and take it. They do not wait for someone else to change their situation. They do not hope for a rescue. Do not wish for a savior. Do not sit around expecting things to magically improve. They take action. They take control. They take the steps necessary to build the life they envision. They understand that nothing changes until they change, that nothing moves until they move, that nothing is given until they prove they are ready to receive it. A winner walks with confidence, not arrogance, not pride, but the quiet, unshakable knowing that they are capable. They do not second guess themselves, do not doubt their ability, do not question whether they belong. They step into every room as if they were meant to be there. They move with the energy of someone who knows they have value, knows they have purpose, knows they have something to offer. They do not beg for opportunities, they create them. They do not ask for permission to be great, they declare it. They do not seek approval before stepping into their power, they claim it. They do not wonder if they are enough, they know they are. A winner understands that life will not always be kind. The road will not always be smooth. The journey will not always be clear. There will be moments of darkness, moments of confusion, moments of exhaustion. But they do not let those moments define them. They do not let uncertainty make them hesitant. They do not let hardship steal their momentum. They press forward, not because the path is easy, but because they refuse to be stopped. They have already decided that no amount of struggle, no depth of failure, no level of difficulty will make them turn back. They are committed to the journey no matter how long it takes. They do not expect others to understand their drive. They do not waste time explaining their vision to those who cannot see it. They do not wait for applause, for validation, for recognition. They are not fueled by praise, nor are they shaken by criticism. They keep moving, whether they are celebrated or ignored, whether they are supported or doubted, whether they are encouraged or torn down, because their belief does not come from the outside, it comes from within. A winner does not let distractions weaken their focus. They do not chase after every new trend, do not allow themselves to be pulled in 100 different directions. They are disciplined in their priorities, relentless in their purpose, unwavering in their commitment. They know that greatness requires sacrifice, that success demands saying no to things that do not serve their vision, that discipline is the price of freedom. They do not indulge in self-pity. They do not waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They do not dwell on what they lack. Do not obsess over what they have lost. Do not allow setbacks to make them bitter. They take every hardship, every disappointment, every loss, and turn it into fuel. They do not break down, they break through. They do not surrender, they strategize. They do not dwell in the problem, they find solutions. A winner does not fear solitude. They do not need a crowd to keep moving. They do not seek constant companionship, do not depend on the approval of others, do not require a following to stay on their path. They are comfortable walking alone if necessary. They understand that sometimes elevation requires separation, that not everyone can go where they are going, that not everyone is willing to pay the price for greatness. They do not hold on to relationships that pull them backward. They do not cling to people who drain their energy, who discourage their ambition, who make them doubt themselves. They surround themselves with those who push them forward, who challenge them, who inspire them. And if they must walk alone for a season, They do so with confidence, knowing that their purpose is too important to be compromised for the sake of comfort. A winner does not let fear dictate their decisions. They do not avoid risk out of anxiety, do not reject opportunity out of doubt, do not settle for less out of insecurity. They understand that fear is a liar, that doubt is a thief, that hesitation is the enemy of progress. They take action even when they are afraid, speak even when their voice shakes, move forward even when their legs tremble, because they know that courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to move in spite of it. They do not live in reaction mode. They do not let life happen to them. They take control, they take charge, they decide what they want, and they go after it with everything in them. They do not allow circumstances to shape their destiny. They shape their destiny with their choices, their actions, their mindset. They do not wait for opportunity to come to them. They create their own doors and walk through them. A winner does not believe in luck. They do not wait for the perfect timing, the perfect conditions, the perfect circumstances. They take what they have, start where they are, and make the most of it. They understand that success is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. That those who win are not those who waited for luck, but those who worked for it. They do not let past mistakes define them. They do not carry guilt, shame, or regret like a burden on their back. They learn from the past, but do not live in it. They take the lessons, release the pain, and move forward. They understand that every failure is a stepping stone, every mistake a teacher, every setback a setup for a comeback. They refuse to let yesterday's missteps rob them of today's progress. A winner does not make excuses. They do not allow circumstances to limit them. They do not blame their background, their past, their limitations. They do not let obstacles become reasons to quit. They find a way, no matter what. They use what they have, even if it is less than what they wanted. They take responsibility for their success, knowing that no one else is going to hand it to them. They do not envy others. They do not waste time resenting someone else's success. They do not compare their chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. They focus on their own path, their own growth, their own progress. They celebrate others without doubting their own potential. They know that another person's success is not their failure, that someone else's greatness does not diminish their own. They do not get comfortable. They do not let small victories make them complacent. They do not settle for good enough. They are always growing, always learning, always pushing for more. They do not stop when they reach one goal, they set another. They do not relax when they have achieved a little success. They keep striving because they know that the moment they stop growing, they start declining. A winner protects their peace. They do not allow negativity into their mind, do not let toxic thoughts take root, do not entertain the voices of doubt and discouragement. They guard their energy, their focus, their emotions. They understand that peace is power, that clarity is strength, that focus is their greatest weapon. They do not let small minds influence big dreams. They do not waste energy arguing with those who do not believe in them. They do not seek validation from those who do not understand their vision. They stay committed to their path, regardless of who supports them or who doubts them. A winner understands that success is not a destination, but a lifestyle. It is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. It is not something they achieve and then stop working for. It is something they commit to every single day. They wake up with purpose, move with intention, and live with unstoppable drive. They refuse to be ordinary. They refuse to blend in. They refuse to be just another person going through the motions. They have decided that they were meant for more, and because they have decided, nothing can stop them. They do not ask, what if I fail? They ask, what if I succeed beyond my wildest dreams? They do not say, I can't do this. They say, I will find a way. They do not wonder if they are good enough. They decide that they are. They do not need the world to believe in them because they already believe in themselves. And that is why they are unstoppable. A winner does not hesitate when the moment calls for action. They do not wait for a better time, for a more convenient season, for the conditions to be just right. They understand that hesitation is the killer of dreams, that waiting too long means missing the window of opportunity. They trust their preparation, their instincts, their ability to figure things out along the way. They do not ask, "Am I ready?" They declare, "I will rise to the challenge," because they know that readiness is not a feeling, it is a decision. They do not waste energy on things that do not matter. They do not get caught up in petty arguments, in meaningless distractions, in fruitless pursuits. They are too focused on their purpose to entertain anything that does not serve their growth. They do not gossip, do not complain, do not waste their breath speaking on things that do not move them forward. Their words have power, and they use them wisely. They speak life into their dreams, speak strength into their struggles, speak victory into their battles. They do not allow momentary discomfort to make them quit. They understand that pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. They push through the soreness, through the fatigue, through the doubts screaming in their mind. They know that growth is uncomfortable, that progress is painful, that transformation is not supposed to be easy. They welcome the struggle, embrace the discomfort, lean into the challenge, because they know it is shaping them into someone stronger, someone wiser, someone unstoppable. A winner is adaptable. They do not break when plans change, do not fall apart when things do not go their way, do not resist the shifts that life brings. They adjust, they recalibrate, they find another way. They know that success is not about controlling everything, but about mastering the ability to navigate anything. When the roadblocks come, they do not turn back. They find another route. When doors close, they do not stop knocking. They build their own door. They do not cry over what did not happen. They make something happen. They do not measure their progress by how fast they move, but by how consistent they are. They understand that slow progress is still progress, that small steps still count, that moving forward, no matter how little, no matter how difficult, is still a victory. They do not rush their process. They do not look for shortcuts. They do not chase overnight success. They build their foundation brick by brick, day by day, understanding that lasting greatness is never built in a moment, but through years of persistence. A winner does not carry a mindset of scarcity. They do not fear that there is not enough success to go around. They do not hoard opportunities, do not see competition as a threat, do not operate from a place of lack. They believe in abundance. They believe in limitless potential. They believe that the world is big enough for them to succeed, for others to succeed, for everyone to rise. And because they believe it, they are generous. They uplift others, share knowledge, create opportunities, not out of fear of losing, but out of confidence in their own greatness. They do not dwell on the worst that could happen. They focus on the best that could be. They do not let worst-case scenarios paralyze them. They do not let fear of failure keep them stagnant. They do not let the possibility of defeat stop them from fighting for victory. They understand that what they focus on grows, that what they give their energy to expands, that if they constantly think about failure, they will invite it into their life. But if they fix their mind on success, on solutions, on strategies, they will draw those things into reality. A winner does not speak defeat over their own life. They do not declare weakness, do not proclaim doubt, do not talk themselves into quitting. They guard their tongue, understanding that their words shape their future. They speak power, speak faith, speak certainty. They say, "I am capable." They say, "I will overcome." They say, "Nothing can stop me." They say it and they believe it. And because they believe it, it becomes their truth. They do not wait for external motivation to push them forward. They create their own fire. They do not rely on praise to keep them moving. They do not need a pat on the back to remind them of their purpose. They are self-driven, self-motivated, self-sustained. Even when no one is watching, they put in the work. Even when no one is applauding, they show up. Even when no one believes in them, they keep going because they are not driven by outside forces. They are driven by an inner calling. A winner does not let failure break them. They do not see failure as the end. They see it as feedback. They take the lessons, adjust their approach, and come back stronger. They do not waste time mourning what did not work. They use that time to find what will. They do not let one failed attempt define them. Do not let one rejection make them give up. Do not let one closed door convince them that the journey is over. They know that failure is not a sign to stop. It is a sign to grow. They do not take criticism personally. They do not let negative words shake their confidence. They do not waste energy fighting battles that do not matter. They understand that those who judge them are often those who have not walked their path, that those who mock their journey are often those who are too afraid to start their own. They do not lower themselves to argue with small minds. They stay focused on their own elevation, knowing that their success will speak louder than any critic ever could. They do not live for approval. They do not seek permission to be great. They do not wait for someone else to tell them they are good enough. They decide for themselves. They approve of themselves. They validate themselves. And because they do, the world has no choice but to recognize their power. A winner does not fear outgrowing their past. They do not stay in places that no longer serve them. They do not shrink to make others comfortable. They do not hold on to old versions of themselves just because they are familiar. They evolve, they stretch, they rise, they step into their future without apology, without hesitation, without looking back. They do not run from responsibility. They own their life. They own their choices. They own their results. They do not blame circumstances. They do not blame luck. They do not blame others. They take full accountability, understanding that their destiny is in their hands. They do not waste time proving themselves to those who do not believe in them. They let their actions speak. They let their progress do the talking. They do not argue about their worth. They demonstrate it through their achievement. They do not beg for recognition. They earn it. A winner does not stop when they reach success. They do not settle once they have arrived. They do not get comfortable in victory. They keep pushing. They keep growing. They keep setting new goals because they understand that greatness is not a destination. It is a way of life. They do not look at obstacles with dread. They see them as opportunities. They do not see problems. They see possibility. They do not fear challenges. They embrace them because they know that every difficulty is preparing them for something greater. They do not just dream, they execute. They do not just wish, they work. They do not just hope, they create. They take action, take risks, take control. They shape their reality, forge their own path, and leave a legacy of strength, resilience, and unstoppable determination. They do not wait for the world to give them permission to shine. They step into their power, own their brilliance, claim their success. They do not wonder if they are enough. They know they are. And because they know, the world has no choice but to recognize it too. A winner is not born. They are built through discipline, resilience, and unwavering belief. They refuse to be limited by fear, rejection, or past failures. They do not wait for the perfect moment. They create it. They do not surrender to hardship. They rise above it. Every setback fuels their determination. Every obstacle strengthens their resolve, and every failure refines their wisdom. They take control of their destiny, knowing that success is not a gift but a reward for relentless effort. They move forward with purpose, undeterred by doubt, unshaken by adversity, unstoppable in their pursuit. They do not ask for permission to be great, they claim it. They do not seek validation. They prove their worth through action. And in the end, they do not just think like a winner, they live like one, because once the mind is set on victory, nothing in this world can stop them.